So in 1850, when California finally did ask to be admitted into the Union, it was as a free state. Southerners freaked out because they saw it as the beginning of the end of slavery. But then, to the rescue came Henry Clay for his last hurrah. He said, "We can kick this problem down the road once more," and brokered a four-part plan that became known rather anticlimactically as the Compromise of 1850. Historians, can you name nothing? The 4 points were: 1, California would be admitted as a free state; 2, the slave trade, but not slavery, would be outlawed in Washington, D.C.; 3, a new super harsh fugitive slave law would be enacted; and 4, popular sovereignty. The idea was that in the remaining territories taken from Mexico, the local white inhabitants could decide for themselves whether the state would be slave or free when it applied to be part of the United States. Ah, the Compromise of 1850, a great reminder that nothing protects the rights of minorities like the tyranny of the majority. There was a huge debate over the bill in which noted asshat John C. Calhoun was so sick that he had to have his pro-slavery, anti-compromise remarks read by a colleague. On the other side, New York Senator William Seward, an abolitionist, also argued against compromise based on slavery being, wrong. But eventually, the compromise did pass, thus averting a greater crisis for 10 whole years. Ralph Waldo Emerson predicted that if the United States acquired part of Mexico, it would be like swallowing arsenic. And indeed, arsenic can be a slow-acting poison. Now, I don't think Ralph Waldo Emerson was a good enough writer to have thought that far ahead, but he was right. Some people say that Manifest Destiny made the Civil War inevitable, but as we'll see next week, what really made the Civil War inevitable was slavery. But we see in the story of Manifest Destiny the underlying problem. The United States didn't govern according to its own ideals. It didn't extend liberties to Native Americans or Mexican Americans or immigrant populations or slaves. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week, when things will get much worse.